Harvey Elliott has shined for England at under-21 level over the past fortnight, with the Reds' youngster used as a forward almost in the mold of Mohamed Salah. Liverpool's resolve was tested just over a couple of months ago, and that is perhaps an understatement. With the transfer window already closed in Europe, the Reds received a seismic offer for their star player, Mohamed Salah, with the bid originating from the Middle East. Al-Ittihad put forward a verbal offer of around $183 million for the services of the Egyptian international, who is now 31 years old. Considering his age, the bid was very abnormal and unexpected, but despite being presented with a decision to make, Liverpool swiftly rejected an advances made by the Saudi Arabian club. He looks happy, content and committed to the cause of Anfield, but Al-Ittihad could return in 2024. By that stage of his career, Salah will have just 1 year remaining on his lucrative Liverpool contract, which is why the prospect of a sale should not be completely dismissed. It remains to be seen whether the captain of Egypt would entertain any potential transfer to the Middle East next year, but if he was to explore a new challenge, the Reds will be presented with almost impossible task of searching a capable replacement for him, and one who would offer the same left-footed dynamic as him on the right of the field. Klopp will find it almost impossible to source an identical heir to his throne, but during the international break, Harvey Elliott has offered an insight to what might lie ahead for him. The English youngster is the only other player in the Liverpool squad, excluding left-back Andy Robertson and Costa Tsimikas, who is left-footed. Still just 20 years old, he's got plenty of time on his side to continue evolving, and based on his current skill set, it is reasonable to suggest that he is capable of becoming a star. Elliott is different to Salah, with Klopp painting him as more of a midfielder than a forward, but he does have experience as part of a front line. In fact, during his highly successful loan spell at Blackburn Rovers, the Reds starlet scored 7 goals and registered 11 assists in the championship as a 17-year-old attacker. He is sharp, technical and intelligent on the ball, and he is a natural creator. Over the course of the past week, he's presented England in 2 matches at under-21 level, facing Serbia and Ukraine, and he managed to find the net twice, while also setting up 2 goals for his teammates. In the second game against Ukraine, Elliott was deployed on the right of a 4-2-3-1 shape, and he was presented with a platform to create chances of those around him. Liverpool has adopted 4-3-3 throughout Klopp's tenure, with his wide forwards expected to cut inside and score goals, which is why Salah has been ideal. Now, however, the Reds are working on refining a new blueprint, which consists of Trent Alexander-Arnold as an inverted fullback and a more conventional striker who likes to score goals in units, with the players around him responsible for finding him in the final third. Indeed, Salah has played like more of a creative spark this season, with only 3 players in the Premier League posting more assists than him. Elliott wouldn't ordinarily be a realistic successor because of his differences, but as a result of the tactical shift that Liverpool is in the process of navigating right now, he could become a genuine candidate. As a future supply line for Nunes, he could thrive, with Klopp potentially replacing Salah without having to search a like-for-like here. The Liverpool boss has already hinted at another shift in focus with Elliott, with the youngster having ended up out on the right in recent outing against Union SG in the Europa League and Leicester in the Carabao Cup. The left-footed dynamic will remain, but the player occupying the spot on the right will be very different from his predecessor.